Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. Today, I'm gonna just talk about some tools that's on my lab bench, my electronic lab bench that I have. Excuse me, set up in my home, and that the tools that I have set up, and that I use from time to time when I'm working on something that I have to fix around the house, or a little project that I'm showing my son how to work on something. And you know, I know you've seen this on my bench throughout my videos, sitting in the corner, maybe over here, over here, over here. That's where it be positioned when I've been using it, and I just leave it right there. So I'm gonna just take out some of the tools. I don't know how many of you guys have little do-it-yourself electronic lab benches at home that you have set up, or it may not be like this one. It may be a corner in your house where you have certain little tools, little unique specialty tools that you use, you know, for to fix on things, or around your home. I'm gonna just take them out and just give you guys an idea to show you guys what I have around here. So, one second, let me just give you an idea. Okay, one second. Okay, I'm just getting the rest of them here, but okay, I'm gonna start off with these little plungers right here, suction. I use this to solder. I mean, when I'm soldering and I'm melting solder, and to suck up a solder sucker. That's the terminology. I do have an electronic one, but we're just talking about the stuff on the bench right now. That's all. And this is my little ratcheting terminator right here that I keep inside of here also. Let me just put it over here. Put it right here. That way you guys can see me take it out. Here, my little, I guess like a staple puller or something like that. I hardly ever use that. My small needle nose, I use that a lot. These, I don't use them that much. These are by a company called Sybil. I hope I'm saying it right, Sybil. Yeah, Sibble or Sibille, Sybil. And yeah, Sibille. And they're from France, made in France. And pretty decent little screwdriver. It kind of reminds me of those people, X-Lite, who make screwdrivers for like electronics benches and things like that. The little with the gold handle. But anyway, X-Lite, XCILITTE, something like that. But anyway, that's a Phillip, and that's a common. I bought these. They was labeled under rubberized screws, rubber screwdrivers, and they're nothing but just insulated screwdrivers. And I wouldn't have them in my bag, so I said a good place for me to keep them is on my bench. So that's what I keep here. I have a file. I have a few of these right here, but this is the main one I use a lot, when I'm doing something. So I just keep this one because I don't have much room. And this little stand that you see, I bought the stand a few years back, but I knew what I wanted. I just had to find it. This stand itself belongs like in a beauty parlor. I guess the women, they have those pencils that they use for eyeliners or whatever. They have this stand in there. So I said that's what I had in my mind for my tools. So I said I'm gonna get this stand here and put my tools in it. I don't have much space here, so I had to buy something that I can kind of fit in without taking up that much room. Now these right here, all of these together, I bought these from I think it was from a company called Online. When you purchase something online like or Amazon, but it came from Banggood. And I use these for prying open certain things or whatever I want to pry open. And they really work nice too. So if you guys into that too, you're working on something around the house, something delicate, these things really work nice. So you may want to invest. If I'm not mistaken, I paid something like I think about $10 for them, and they really come in handy. This right here, I bought this. This is like a Torx screwdriver, very small Torx screwdriver, and I bought this because we were working on my son's telephone, and I was showing him how to. And that's what made me buy these also. His phone was broken, and he wanted me to pay at the time $100, I believe, to replace the bezel, the glass on the front of it. And I said, well, no, I said, since it's broken already, I said, how about we try to fix it? I said, we can't break it again. If we can't put it back together, then we're going to get it fixed. But first, let's try it first. I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to step by and do it. And this is the size screwdriver that we needed. I don't know the name of it. I may have it on here. Okay. It's a 0.8 by 5 millimeter. Yeah. But anyway, something like that. This is it right here, if you can see it. I don't know if you could bring it a little closer. But anyway, this is the size we needed. And so we got that. This is the other plunger I have right here. And they work pretty good too. They work pretty good. You can see it's all kind of melted up. I use them a lot. But and these screwdrivers here, I've had these by General. I had them a long time, man, a very long time, over 10 years. And I used to carry these in my electrical bag at one time, but I've gotten some more. I got some Weehaw insulated in there. And so I tell you, the good place for these will be on my bench. And they held up, man. They held up. And they're still holding up. So this is a nice set to get. And I like the little swivel head on them too when I have to. I like that on it. So I use them on my bench. These are the rest of the files right here. Like I said, I don't use these as much. I used the other one that I took out the first time. It was this one. I use this more than anything. But these little files, they come in handy also. Now, these nut drivers here. They're nice, very nice. But it's not often I'll run across, reason to use these on my electronic bench. But I know if I get rid of them, that's when I'm going to need them. So it's not doing me any harm by sitting in here. So that's why I keep them. This is a brush right here when I'm brushing off. You see all the little lint and what I be working on, all the dust and stuff that's in there. I use this whenever I'm fixing on something to dust it off, contacts or whatever, whatever I'm doing. Oh, and this is my contact clean I got from Walmart from WD-40. It works pretty good too. This right here, this is just a little poker. If I want to I'm looking into something, and then I kind of cut this little plastic from around its tip because it came down a little further. So if I'm trying to get a contact and I want to kind of scratch a little, the contact just to clean it off a little bit, I think there's any kind of tarnish on it, whatever residue on it, I kind of scratch up and make that. That's what I use that for. It comes in handy. This is my insulated set right here by Witte. I guess how you pronounce it, W-I-T-T-E, Witte. Some of you guys, I'm sure one of y'all going to correct me. It's made in Germany. It's rated for 1,000 volts. It went through all of the labs for it being tested. And this is VDE. And so this came with a case. And I used to have these in my bag too, but like I just mentioned, I got a Weehaw set, and I don't use these anymore in my bags. I put them on my bench. Now, scissors, well, you never know I have to cut something open or whatever, my bench. This is like an awl right here. And I bought this online. No, this is that same screwdriver. That's right. It's that same screwdriver I needed too. And they wound up sending, no, I know what happened. I ordered two. They were so cheap, I ordered two. And ordered 2 of them. Yeah, and this is the other one that came. This is the other one that came. And that's the size right there if you guys can see it. Okay. And these things right here, this is some kind of grabber, like a little pincher. I keep this because this is a specialty tool. And you never know when you're going to need something like this. For example, if you had to reach down and pick this up, this is the perfect tool for it. And I've never, I've seen tools similar to this before. Maybe a pair of maybe a probe, like going to test lead, and it just have the tube. But I never seen one like this. So, even if you may not need this tool today, you may need it tomorrow. So I hold on to specialty tools like this. This one, this is the same thing. It's like a pry bar, and Butech. That's the name of it. I didn't buy this. A place where I was working at, this guy I was working in a hospital at the time, and this guy, he was some kind of radiologist. He said he used to dib and dab in electronics, and he had this with this. This is what he gave me. These two, he had a little suitcase. Looked like he kept it in his yard or something for a long time, and I don't know. It was just, a lot of the stuff was damaged. So I just grabbed this stuff here, and I didn't want to bring it home with me and add his junk with my junk. So I got it from him and tried to salvage some of the stuff, and I just got disgusted and said, nah. But I appreciate the thought, that he came and asked me about it, that I want the stuff. So this is what I kept from that. And this is my little blade right here. Man, I know the name of this, the terminology of this, but I can't say it. It's on the tip of my tongue, man. But there's a name for this thing right here. There's a terminology for this blade inside of this. But this is what I use right here also. Depends on what you need that on this table, on electric bench. Now, over here, this is not on my bench right here, but it's on my bench. In other words, it's inside my little organizer. These are a bunch of, let me open this thing up first, because I haven't used any of these bits in here. Anything in here. So, but anyway, these are some, it's a specialty drill bits, very small. I'm trying to, because I never used them yet. So anyway, I'm not going to spend all day with that. Let me see. And these are screwdrivers, specialty screwdrivers, and tweezers that I use on my bench, as well as one of these things here. This is like a pry, an opening tool, and this is all, like I say, all of my tweezers, and this, the screwdriver. They have connectors. Like if you're working on a circuit board, for example, and I do have a circuit board around here. For example, they had a connector that looks like with some pins in it. No, I don't have one. But let me just say, like a connector on the end of this that had some male pins in it. And if it's this size, the male pins, they have opening, locking like mechanisms on the side of them. You got to get them out. You push that over that, and it closes those little wings that's on the ferrule, and you just pull it out. That's what these kind of screwdrivers are for. So anyway, I'm not gonna hold you guys long and telling you about all that. But anyway, and these little miniature screwdrivers here. This is I think this is a Torx as well, screwdriver. And this is a small, very small Philip. Trying to see what else. Oh, and these little blue things right here, these are opening tools also. So, man, I don't want to. And like I just described about the screwdriver right here, this is the same thing too. If you're working in one of those connectors and you want to take that pin out, this is the same thing to do that. In fact, all of these are. So, all of these are. But anyway, man, don't want to hold you guys up. I just want to just throw this, this video in here for giggles and laughs. So, with that being said, guys, I hope if you learned something from this video or, you find it interesting, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, and let's talk tools. This is the Electrician's Tool Channel, and let's talk. In the meantime, you guys take care, and peace out.